that I told you twice. Give me something to turn to, like an answer that has no question. Give me something that I can't find. All the things that I told you.
So, you want to know about my worst My Yearbook experience? Really? Are you sure you can handle it? Because this story is not for the faint or weak of heart. So this guy on myyearbook.com decides to randomly send me a message that says, "Hey, I think you're really pretty and you seem to have a lot of cool aspects about you. I'd like to talk to you a little bit more." What kind of girl wouldn't say yes to such a sweet and kind individual? Should have been me who said no. So he asked me if I started talking to him, so I did. Because, I like making new friends, I like talking to new people. Well, after about 2 weeks, this guy randomly messages me one more time and says, "Hey, I'd really like to take you on a date. You just seem so fun and cool, and you're really pretty." Uh-oh, a date. Wow, me on a date? I've never been before. I'm so excited! Yeah, hey, so I just want you to know that I'd love to take you out to a movie and, maybe dinner, 'cause you're just that pretty, man. Wow, dinner and a movie? This is so exciting! And that was my first mistake, by saying yes to going on a date with pretty much a complete stranger that I've known for like 2 weeks. So I went out on a date with this guy, and he shows up at my house, and the first thing that I notice, he smells heavily of cigarette smoke and is covered in mud. I usually don't mind the mud part, but come on, man, you're going on a date with a chick. Don't smell heavily of cigarette smoke. I should have been suspicious from that moment. But I ended up going out with this guy anyway on this supposedly date. I got into his car, and almost 3 blocks down, the first thing out of his mouth is, "Are you at least of age?" He's not actually the first one to ask that, but it bothers me when people do. So anyway, he asked me for my ID to see if I'm actually of legal age. I handed it over to him, and he's okay. He's good. At that point in time, I should have been suspicious from the moment that he said, "Can I see your ID?" This boy is obviously trying something that he doesn't want to get arrested for. So already completely suspicious of this guy, we head back to his place, and I walk by his roommates who are playing Call of Duty, and let's face it, I'm a gamer girl. I love to play games, but, we walk by, and he sets me down in his room to wait for him to get ready for our date. He wanted to go shower and get himself nice and cleaned up. All of a sudden, I thought this person wasn't actually as horrible as he might seem to be coming off as. I was wrong. I'm waiting there for like half an hour, just chilling in his room, looking at different games that he plays, along with, watching a little bit of TV, since all his room consisted of was a bed and a TV. So I'm waiting there, and all of a sudden, he shows up, and he lays down on the bed, and he's wearing nothing but a ripped shirt and a pair of those basketball shorts that guys seem to wear these days. By the way, fashion tip number 1, girls don't like it when you wear those. So he lays down on his bed, and we don't even end up leaving. He ends up sitting there trying to smoke a cigarette in my face while trying to snuggle me. And my reaction to this is just, 1, I was promised a date. 2, I was promised a good time. And 3, I was not signing up for a one-night stand. And that's when it happened. So, I'm really tired, so I'm gonna take you home now. What? At least he was nice enough to actually take me home. It wasn't until I got back on my yearbook about half an hour later that I saw his little status message updated to women. Even the losers don't put out anymore. you know, I might be a complete loser in your eyes, but at least I know that I still have friends who love me. That had to be, without a doubt, the worst, most single experience I've ever had meeting anyone on this site. But definitely come to the conclusion you can't judge everyone. Anyway, I guess I should probably get going since it's a pretty long story, but it's still my favorite to tell people. Anyway, Dr. Raffles signing off. Mwah!
Hit me with lightning.